One of the problems that we faced whenever we switched from the fifth wheel to the motorhome was obviously space, but mainly space whenever we needed to do some homeschooling. So in the fifth wheel, Laine had, as you guys probably know if you've been following our adventures for a while, Laine had the back bunk room house. She had it set up to where that's where the kids did their homeschooling. So she had a little desk set up for Grady and Layla, while Chason and Gabriel and I were in the living room area, and we could close the door to the bunkhouse. We could be up there and not be bothering them. But now that we switched to the motorhome, I knew that that was going to be an issue for us, and I was trying to think, well, what are some ways that we can get out of their hair while she's trying to do homeschool? The only option for us really was that Gabriel and Chase and I were going to have to go outside, because it's a complete distraction when you've got two little ones under the age of 4 who don't really understand. That's what would be happening if we were inside right now. They'd be fighting. Laine could not be concentrating. The kids can't concentrate. Hang on. So obviously, it's very important for us to be able to get out of the motorhome and to have a space where we can play so that we can be out of their hair. Right now where Laine does her homeschooling is that she puts the kids at the dinette, the table area. And so she's got Layla on one side, Grady on the other. Sometimes Grady goes to the back bedroom where the kids sleep. And so there's just no space for us to be able to be inside. Of course, we're just too loud. So in all of our travels, I had seen where people had these outside gazebo, and I've seen all different kinds. But for me, I thought I want something that's going to be fast. I don't want to have to put poles in it to, you know how you like connect poles like a tent? I did not want to do that. I also wanted something that was lightweight, something that we could store inside the RV, because as you know, space is limited. And with us having 6 people, I needed something that's going to be large enough that all of us can get into at the same time. Plus, I wanted something that we could put up a table, put chairs in there, camping chairs, allow the kids to have their toys in there, which I'll show you here in a little bit once I get it all set up. So I needed something fairly large. And so I started looking online to see what was available. And I'm a hunter. I've grown up hunting. And in hunting, they have like what they call ground blinds. And these ground blinds were super simple to pop up. You just push out each side of it and it pops up like in a minute. And so I thought, surely there's some company out there who makes something like that that you can use in this lifestyle that we have. I only found just a few companies who make the exact style tent of what we wanted. So I reached out to the one that I liked the most, told them our situation, and they said that they would be happy to send us one for us to try out and to review. And we've had this tent now for about 3 months. I had them ship it to us at a campground whenever we were traveling in Wyoming, whenever our diesel pusher was getting worked on. And so I picked it up and we've been using it. And I'm going to show you guys why we love it, how easy it is, and why it has made RV living for us much simpler. So what we have is called a Gazelle Gazebo. Now it says tents because they also make tents to where you don't need to put sticks together. You can have your tent popped up in I think about 90 seconds and have it completely done. So let's talk about some specs. This whole thing weighs 34 pounds. When it's collapsed and put up like this, it's 73 inches tall. So you might want to measure your basement area to see if you have 73 inches of space. You should, even in a fifth wheel. As you guys see when I took this out, I had space in that long basement area underneath our far slide for this to fit. Once this thing is completely popped out and set up, it's 124 inches by 124 inches. So that's roughly about 10 feet by 10 feet. So this thing is very lightweight and portable, and don't just think about it for RV living. You can strap this down to the top of your SUV or something if you guys are just going tent camping. So this would be a great thing to always take with you in any type of camping situation. So how long does it take to set one of these up? So on the website, Gazelle says you can set this thing up in 45 seconds. So I've got my phone out, I'm gonna set my timer, and we'll see how long it takes me. So let's get started. On your mark, get set, go. So I don't know if that included taking it out of the package, but it took me 1 minute and 20 seconds. So I was a little over my time. But again, I had to take it out of there. So maybe they timed that whenever they already had it out. I'm not sure. I don't know if you could really see how simple that was. Setting that up in 1 minute and 20 seconds is very, very simple. So I'm actually gonna tear it down again. This time it's gonna be out of the bag that it comes in, and we'll see if it does, if I can get around that 45-second time. Okay, so let's also see how long it's gonna take me to actually tear this thing down. So I'm gonna start my timer again, starting now. All right, so it's also taking me a little bit of time to walk to it and to walk back and shut my phone off. But that time it was 42 seconds to tear it down into that position that you see there. So I'm gonna start the timer again this time, see if I can get close to that 45-second mark that they're claiming. Let's go now. "44 seconds. Again, it's taking me a little bit just to walk to my phone. As I was walking to it, I could see that it said 42 seconds, and by the time I got to it and shut it off, it said 44. So their claim is correct. You can put this thing up without having to actually take it out of the bag in less than 1 minute, 45 seconds. Sorry for the background noise. Again, this is why Laine and me need to get Chason and Gabriel out. And this behind me, this Gazelle Gazebo, is a perfect place for them to play, to make noise, and us not be bothering the kids while they're trying to do homeschool. So inside the tent, like I said, I'm about 6 foot tall, and I've probably got a good, well, I can almost put my hand flat. So I would say it's definitely over 7 feet tall. Once you're up in here, you can stand in here, walk around easily. Now, the only two places where you have to construct any poles is right here at the door. So the two poles that I put in place, it just gives stability to the front door area, and it just goes in from the bottom to the top on both sides. And then there's a Velcro that I'll put around that as well. And Gabriel has already realized that this is exactly the place for playing. He's brought in his toys. So there are 6 sides to this tent, and on each side there is this mesh netting. This stuff is great because it lets air come in, like if it's windy, let the breeze come in. But what we really love about this is that it keeps the bugs out. So if you are in a mosquito infested area, or flies, whatever, you can get in here, zip the front door, and just be completely protected from the elements, even if it's raining. Now, if you wanted to, they do sell like a cover. So you could completely cover up this area with the same type of material that's up here. And it just Velcros. I don't know if you can see the little Velcro tabs. I have seen people do that where they would just wanted a little bit of privacy, or maybe I've seen people actually use these for an office to where they just needed it darker, quiet. You know, a lot of people live on the road now, and if they don't have room in their RV, you can purchase one of these, completely enclose it to make it dark so you can see your computer screen. So we have put all 6 of our camping chairs in here before and had a little table in here for the kids to play on, and we had no problem and had plenty of room for that. So this will hold up to 8 people, and it's roughly 10 feet by 10 feet. They say online it's about 92 square feet. I've got my personal assistant helping me now. Okay, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, Chason. Here, boys, play on this.
How did this? I help you do this.
Thank you, Chason.
You wanna play with me? You can be this guy.
Got the stakes in the ground, got the toys in here. We got a little play mat that the kids play on just to kind of keep some of the dirt down. They do not have a floor that you can buy as an additional piece. Laine and I are actually looking for a good outdoor mat. So if anybody knows of any that's good for RVing, it's not going to take up a lot of space, let us know, because we would love to have one for this space and also use it in front of the RV when we want to.
Because you gotta put that on.
After having the Gazelle Gazebo, try saying that 5 times fast, for about 3 or 4 months now, we love it. Our opinion is it is wonderful. It is great for outdoor space. It is great for RV living. It is great for camping in general. Okay, so let's talk about the price of the Gazelle Gazebo. This is the G6. Again, this is the biggest one they have. Online, on Amazon, you can get this one for $229 plus free shipping. So I will have the link to that down below so you can go directly there and purchase that. And again, our opinion is if you were looking for an outdoor space, something that is enclosed, something that keeps away the sun, keeps away the bugs, keeps away the rain, whatever it is, then I would highly suggest you at least check out the Gazelle Gazebo. Again, Gazelle sent us this one for free for us to check out and review. And if you guys have been following us, you know that we are going to give you the truth. We're going to be honest with you. And so I know that you guys will love yours too if you get one. So if you have any questions about this tent, make sure you leave those down in the description below. Again, more links are down below. I'll also give you a link to the website so you can get more information about this tent from the manufacturer. Thanks for checking out this review on the Gazelle Gazebo. Have a wonderful day and God bless.